Today we will be discussing Budgeting 101 and how to budget for beginners and setting up your own cash envelope system. My name is Unwana Udoh. Every week, I share content on how to improve your personal finance and grow your wealth. I remember a few years back when I got my first credit card, I had no clue about debt, credit, or personal finance. I thought it was very cool that you could charge your expenses on your credit card and pay back on your own terms. 15 credit cards later, I am finally budgeting my money. I truly love budgeting now and look forward to my paydays. It is fun budgeting and using the cash envelope system. I am here sharing everything I have learned throughout my journey to achieving financial independence. The first thing to do is to make a list of all your incomes and expenses. Some expenses are credit card payments, phone bills, cable bills, car payments, insurance, just to mention a few. These are just some examples of common expenses. So, after listing all your expenses, next, you have to write down the due dates of each expense. For example, if you have a credit card and your payment is $20 due on the 4th of the month, a phone bill due on the 7th of the month, your cable bill due on the 15th, and so on. Let's assume these are your expenses. The next step is to list them in order by their due dates. This is an easy way to organize your expenses. The next thing to do is list all your expenses that come due quarterly, semi-annually, or annually, such as your vehicle registration, property taxes, or subscriptions. This is usually something you save for, knowing that at some point in time when the payment is due, you will have the funds to pay for them. Always list your sinking fund items alphabetically, the choice is yours, and feel free to organize them however you want. Now go through your sinking fund list and identify items that are due annually, and in my case, I have 3 items: my car tax, Netflix subscription, and Christmas gifts. The next step is to create a budget for your sinking fund expenses. You need to figure out when each one is due and budget accordingly. Let's assume in my example that my Netflix subscription is due June 30th, car tax October 1st, and Christmas gifts due December 25th. Let's assume my Netflix payment is $96 annually, my car tax is $250 since I drive an older car, and for Christmas gifts $400. The next step is to add up all your expenses and divide the total amount by the number of checks you have left for the year. For example, my Netflix subscription is due on June 30th. I will count how many paychecks I have from today until June 30th. So, I will do this for the rest of my expenses. Next, you label your envelopes based on the expense, such as one envelope labeled car tax, another for my Netflix subscription, one for groceries, and so on. Based on the amounts you calculated for each expense, when you receive your paycheck you will place this into the corresponding envelope. I hope this makes sense to you. If you need more help with budgeting, make sure to check my channel for more videos on budgeting. Also, make sure to check the description below for copies of my eBooks on credit and wealth creation. I am sure you will find value in them. Now that you have your budget, let's assume that your first bi-weekly paycheck is $1,500, and your expenses come up to $1,000. Next you will subtract the $1,000 expense from your $1,500 income. The $500 left can be applied to your sinking fund. I hope this makes sense. There are lots of resources online on the topic of budgeting, and here's my take on this. There you have it, Budgeting 101 using the cash envelope system if you are paid bi-weekly. Thank you all for your support. It's been amazing to see the growth of the channel. If you found value so far, hit the like button, the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel so YouTube will notify you of my latest videos. The next video on the screen contains information you will love. Click to watch that video and I will see you there.